Yo, people, it is I, J Reaper X. This will be the part 2 of What If Deku ate the magu no Mi, or the magma fruit. Guys, thank you for 91 subscribers this time. We're so close to 100. Thank you guys for the support. And I hope you enjoyed part 1. And I hope you enjoyed this one too. So, anyways, let's get this started. So we left off where Deku was going back home from the Untrix exams. Now we're gonna time skip 2 weeks from that. Izuku has gotten his UA letter, and he expected it already, but he was first, and Bakugo was second, which he was proud of. And he also saw that the girl he saved got third. So he was pretty shocked, but he didn't say anything about it. Anyways, when he was sent the letter, he was also sent as a uniform and all. So, but they told him that school started a week after that, so Izuku and Katsuki basically, just had fun, I guess, for the week. And then came the day where it was the first day of the UA Untrix exams. The UA, just the class, first day of class at UA, okay? Both of them walked to the exam, and sorry, I keep mixing, I'm sorry. Both of them walked to class 1A. Yes, they found it somehow. They also bumped into Esdeath, and they helped her, find the class along the way. Bakugo was getting suspicious, Anyways, when they finally reached the class, and since Bakugo wasn't there already, and he's not an angry Palminarian anymore, he didn't say, he just sat to his seat like a normal person, okay? He sat to his seat like a normal person, so no him and Ida arguing, and Izuku just picked a seat behind Katsuki, and Esdeath, she did the same, but she was behind Izuku. So yeah. Okay, sorry about that. So yes, Esdeath took a seat behind Izuku. After some time, Aizawa just came up, and by the way, Izuku, Baku, and Esdeath noticed him. And also, see, I don't like calling her Esdeath. It's just too long and weird to say, So I'm just gonna call her Kiyomi, bro. Why not, bro? Okay, so she's now Kiyomi Esdeath. That's good, bro? Kiyomi Esdeath. Okay, so I'm gonna call it Kiyomi from now on. Okay, so don't confuse anything. This is Naruto has nothing to do with this. Okay, that's just her name. So yes, Izuku, Bakugo, and Kiyomi, they both noticed. 3 of them noticed Aizawa. So I guess he was proud. I don't know, man, that some of the students weren't that stupid. So okay, anyways, Aizawa stood up, and he basically said, all of you, shut up. It took you all 8 seconds to stop talking. You must fix that. Anyways, my name is Shota Aizawa. I will be your homeroom teacher for the next 3 years in UA. Now, take these PE uniforms and go to Ground Gamma. And then one girl in the class, obviously, which is Uraka, just says, "But sir, what about orientation?" Aizawa just looks at her and says, "Anyway, we don't follow the normal school traditions. Each teacher can do whatever they want with their class. So I told you to go in your P uniforms, and you do it." Oraka understands, sit back down. Well, she just sits back down, and the trio, Kiyomi, Izuku, and Katsuki, they just take their P uniforms and they just go change. Anyways, after that, the rest of the class follows the three of them, and they start changing. Kiyomi, Izuku, and Bakugo come out of the changing room first, and they just just mostly Izuku and Kiyomi having a talk, but Katsuki just walking fast, so, to let them talk, because he knows something's up. So he doesn't want to ruin anything. Doesn't want to make them nervous either. So yeah. Anyways, yes, Kiyomi and Izuku are just, talking and just having normal talk. After that, they reach training ground Gamma, and they see Aizawa waiting there for them. Aizawa says, "Well, hello, problem children. Looks like the three of you came in first. That's really good. Hope the rest of the class was the same." And he then just proceeds to go into the sleeping bag. Izuku, Kiyomi and Katsuki just look at him, not weirded out, but they just think it's weird that the teacher just sleeping so fast. And they even think, why is the teacher sleeping while teaching? Kind of weird, but they dismiss it. Anyways, after some time, the rest of the class came, and Aizawa woke up. He explained to them the purpose of the test and what they were gonna do. So yeah. So after he explained, he tossed the ball to Izuku because he was first in the Untrix exams, and he said, "You, Midoriya, I need you to throw that ball as far as you can with your quirk, and no holding back." Izuku then nods, and I don't know if I said that already, but he has mastered his devil fruit, so he has awakened it. Just saying. Anyways, after Aizawa said that and tossed the ball to Izuku said, "Aizawa, I want you and the class to go very far away from me. I'm gonna use something that is really dangerous for the rest of you." Aizawa nods and tells the rest of the class to back up. Katsuki doesn't know what's going on because he's never seen the awakening of Izuku. So after that, after they'll do that, Izuku holds the ball in his left hand, and his right hand ignites a normal magma. And Katsuki's not really impressed and all because he already seen it. But then the magma starts glowing, and basically, it's just glowing like as if it's just came brand new from a volcano and all, and it's super, super hot. And even from the distance they can still feel it. Basically, magma bubbles are popping out of his right arm and all, and you know what I mean. So after that, he puts his he puts his hand of magma in the ground, and he basically creates No. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. He he slams his hand on the ground and throws the ball in one random direction, which the class doesn't understand at all. Even Aizawa is confused. And then he shouts, "Greater volcanic explosion!" After slamming his hand on the ground, a volcano just a volcano comes out of the ground, and magma starts shooting out of it, which threw the ball miles and miles away. And after finishing that, he said, "Greater magma explosion!" And he aimed his fist on the sky where the ball was, boosting it even further. After doing so, he impressed, and shocked the whole class because they never expected something like that. Anyways, Aizawa showed them the score that he got, and it just showed infinity, meaning it was projected out of the earth. The whole class was shocked. And Bakugo and Kiyomi were even more shocked that their friend could do something like that. After that, the rest of the class did the ball throw. When it came to I think just the race, Izuku just aced that because of his magma by propelling himself with it. And for the grip strength, like I said, he's a kind of level strong, physical strength only, bro. So he of course he aced the grip test, and he basically aced every single thing. Like, not even gonna lie. So after Aizawa announced the scoreboard, first place Izuku Midoriya, second place Katsuki Bakugo, third place Kiyomi as Death, and fourth place Shoto Todoroki, and the rest don't matter at all. Mineta was last as usual, and no, he's not a perf. I don't feel like it. He's not a perf. So and no, Mina didn't say something stupid, so nothing happened. Anyways, after that, Aizawa told him that they could go home and to come back tomorrow. And he also told them that he was proud of them. Anyways, after they all go home, Kiyomi and Izuku just hang out, they've been talking to each other and all. And just saying, they've been getting closer to each other. Anyways, after that, Izuku went home, greeted his mother, and he ate his dinner. Then he just went to sleep early. The next day, he wakes up. He looks at his alarm clock and he sees that he still has like 30 minutes left, so he's taking his time and all, because he's just chill. Anyways, after greeting his mother, eating breakfast, he just goes to school. Yep. He sees that Katsuki and Kiyomi already there, and they talk with each other on the way to UA, and yeah, they have all their boring lessons all the day, all that crap, not even worth telling. pretty boring, honestly. And they just spend the afternoon talking to each other and all. Anyways, we're gonna skip this day. We're gonna time skip 1 month later. Izuku, Hyomi, and Katsuki are walking to school, expecting something boring again, and they sit on the seats. After that, the rest of the class arrives, and Aizawa says, "Hello, students. Today we're going to the USJ. And no, it is not Universal Studios Japan. It is the Unforeseen Simulation Joint. It is a UA property where you will practice rescue training." The whole class was excited, even though they knew that it wasn't Universal Studios Japan. And Katsuki, Kiyomi, and Izuku were surprised too because they expected another boring day. And I'm sorry, but I kind of skipped the heroes training. I don't know why I did that, but it's fine. It's not even that important. Just know that Izuku won and was the MVP, okay? My bad. So, Aizawa also told them that their parents already agreed and signed the USJ papers, so yeah, they had permission. Anyways, Aizawa told them to get their hero costume, and Izuku's hero costume is what you see on the screen right now, exactly like that. Instead of the marine hat, the hat saying marine, it just says hero. Yeah, why not? And behind her cape still says justice. And for Kiyomi's, aka Esdeath, her suit is basically what she wears in the anime. If you don't know, I'm gonna show you right now. Yeah, so this is what she's wearing, and yeah, she does have the sword to control her ice. Like, allegedly, she's been used to using a sword with her quirk for a long time, so they allowed it. Yeah. Anyways, Katsuki, he just went on a random, so we don't want to talk about that. So after that, they went in the bus, and the bus started driving and all. After about I'm gonna say 15 minutes, they finally arrived at the USJ. Yeah, after all the students departed of the bus and went inside the USJ, 13 started explaining, all the boring stuff that she said, and obviously just fangirling for some reason. And then Kirishima pointed out that they were fake villains in front of the USJ. And Aizawa just told him to stay back and was about to jump in, but Izuku just held him by the shoulder because he was basically told him, and he raised her head and said, "Sensei, please let me handle this." Aizawa nodded but told Izuku to be careful with his quirk. Izuku nodded and he engulfed both of his fists in magma. And he added a little heat, not too much, but enough to knock out the villains. He put in his his fists in the air and started shooting magma in the air. And then that magma fell right back on the villains. And just like that, all the villains, well, all the low-tier villains in the USJ were completely knocked out. The class was in awe of Izuku's powers. But honestly, Katsuki and Kiyomi, though, they were impressed, but they just expected Izuku to do something like that. Anyways, now there was one angry, crusty person down the USJ screaming, "Oh, how is a kid defeating all the villains? Kurogiri, bring the Nomu out." But young master Oven said. Shigaraki looked at Kurogiri and said, "I said, bring it out." Then Kurogiri nodded and brought out the Nomu. Izuku looked at the Nomu, unfazed, and he saw how horrid the creature looked, and he knew damn well that wasn't a human. He looked at Aizawa and said, "Look, Aizawa, even my healing won't be able to help this creature. So, permission to kill?" Aizawa nodded. The rest of the class was kind of shocked that they will have to witness one of the classmates kill, even though it was just a creature that was already dead. Izuku basically upped the heat of his magma and used his awakening. His right arm glowed, and he jumped in the middle of the USJ. Shigaraki ordered the Nomu to attack Izuku. Izuku, without a second thought, just impaled through the chest of the Nomu. And even though that actually didn't work, because the Nomu just regenerated, Izuku was kind of surprised that the Nomu was able to regenerate from something like that. But he had an even better plan in mind. So Izuku did the same thing. When he impaled the Nomu, he exploded the magma inside of it, so that it will absolutely disintegrate from the inside out. Even after doing something like that, the Nomu kept regenerating. Izuku was baffled because that attack was powerful to kill almost anything. Then the Nomu, who fully regenerated, got hits on Izuku. Izuku was bleeding and was blown back. And then the Nomu projected Izuku and in the air, and Izuku was bleeding, so he couldn't really do anything. And then when Izuku was close enough, the Nomu slammed its hand on Izuku's side, causing Izuku to be sent flying into the ground. There was a huge hole in the middle of the USJ, and the class thought that Izuku died. Kiyomi started crying because she had a crush on Izuku ever since they met, and Bakugo was shedding tears because he thought he just lost his best friend. But our main character wouldn't die like that. Shigaraki thought that he won, and the Nomu let out a victory roar, which led it lowering its guard. But then, suddenly, out of nowhere, Izuku popped out of the ground, bleeding and surrounded in magma. His arm was still engulfed in magma, and this time his feet too. He hadn't used Haki on his attacks before, so he thought that was why they were less powerful. He covered his arms in Haki, then used his magma on it. And then, after covering himself with magma, he started forming a dragon avatar around him. And this dragon avatar was quite big. In fact, it was almost bigger than the USJ. The whole class was baffled at what they just saw. This is what his dragon avatar looked like. So yeah, the Nomu was extremely tiny compared to what Izuku was. This was Izuku's most powerful move. The Rising Flame Dragon, Bagua. After he screamed the name of his attack, it then descended on the Nomu. The Nomu tried and tried to hold his best against Izuku, but it didn't work at all. After that, as soon as Izuku came into contact with the Nomu was disintegrated to nothing but ashes. Izuku lowered the temperature of his rising flame dragon Bagua, and he became just like a normal dragon. And then he indeed transformed. He was heavily panting, but still managed to keep his composure. He was looking mad at Shigaraki because that thing could have endangered his classmates. He then released a burst of Conqueror's Haki, which nearly knocked out Shigaraki. Well, it did indeed knock out Shigaraki, but Kurogiri managed to somehow warp them both, and then they passed out to their hideout. Izuku saw that at least he knocked them both out, but he was pretty mad that he didn't get the location or anything useful. But he also thought that at least his classmates were safe, and he saved them from the monster known as the Nomu. Anyways, yes, Lita did indeed go get backup. And all the heroes arrived and arrested the low-tier villains. The class explained what happened, and the other heroes were in absolute shock, and Izuku was still standing in the middle of the USJ, and he got a hug from behind. He looked at who it was, and he saw Kiyomi just hugging him with tears in her eyes. And he felt bad because he made his crush cry. And yes, he crushes on her too. Like, it's love, bro. It's love. Anyways, he turned around and hugged her back, and the USG was cancelled. Yep. After going back, the class got their stuff and put their uniform and just went to their respective places. Katsuki just went early because his mom wanted him to come home early. And Izuku and Kiyomi just wanted to be with each other a little more. So they went to Deku, the beach, who was now a super clean beach where anyone could hang out. So Izuku led Kiyomi to Deku, the beach, and they had fun, they hung out, and yeah. After all that, Izuku just patted a seat next to him to Kiyomi, and he looked at her and said, "Kiyomi, I've been in love with you for I've been in love with you since I laid eyes on you. You've always been a good friend to me, supporting me, and you're good to hang out with. You're one of the true friends that I've had during the past years, and I'm really grateful for that. So I ask you, Kiyomi Esteth, will you be my girlfriend?" Kiyomi looked at him, her eyes widened, and small tears coming out of her eyes. And she said yes and kissed him. Izuku kissed back, and they all did that lovey-dovey shit, bro. I don't have experience in that, so I can't really talk, Anyways, yeah, this is where I'm gonna end this video. Yep, just like that. It feels nice to end it here. So, anyways, guys, please subscribe, like, and share the video with your friends. We're so close to 100 subs, and remember the giveaway happening, the One Piece game giveaway happening at 100 subs. And I guess I can just take a suggestion for a video. Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll make a video at like 99 subs and tell you all to suggest an idea for the 100 subs. Yeah, I'll just do that. Yeah, that seems good to me. And I'll just choose randomly. Like if you comment, bro, I'll just do like whatever random wheel, whatever, and if your story gets picked, then it gets picked. If it doesn't, then sorry, bruh. But hey, you heard me. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the part 2. Peace out and goodbye. Bye.